Hello, student. I am responsible to work with you through a small part, like one part of the course, Introduction to Food Science Technology. And the part I'm going to work with you is about meat and meat processing. First, we'll look at these subparts. The first one is sources of meat. From where do we have meat for human consumption? And we look at manufacturing cuts, có nghĩa là pha lóc thịt. So how we cut a carcass into different parts before selling or before consumption. And now we look at components of meat, các nhóm thịt khác nhau. So like what is the difference between like lean meat, fatty tissue, connective tissues, and so on. So from a body of an animal, after slaughtering, we have different categories of meat or components of meat. Actually, because this is just about introduction, so we will do very fast together. Because in the next semester or the one after the next one, you will have a full course on meat science and technology. There we will discuss more in detail. And we also talk a bit about meat microbiology, vi sinh vật học liên quan đến thịt, microbiology. And now we finish this whole lecture today, explain the reason why people or why we should manufacture meat products, why we don't just use fresh meat instead of processing it. Okay, now the first part, sources of meat. Meat for human consumption can be from cattle. Cattle includes cow. Cow means dairy cow, the mother cow, which are raised for milk production. But after 5 to 8 years, the cows are already old. The yield of milk is too low. It's become not economical anymore to keep them as cows to give milk. So now people will stop the cows at this stage for making meat, uh, and then these cows will send to slaughterhouse for making meat. In this cattle, in this source of meat, we also have calf. Calf are the baby cows, of course. We have the male calves and the female calves. So, for example, in a dairy cow farm, the mother cow needs to give calves before giving milk. And then calves now are not the main product, but the byproducts. So when the farm doesn't have a need to raise them into mother cows, then the farm just raise these young calves for a period of 3 to 4 months, and then also will send them to slaughterhouse, which means nhà giết mổ is a factory where people kill animals and convert animals into carcasses, quay thịt, nửa thân thịt. Okay, and then from there, through several steps, we go to final consumer. For example, in some dairy farm, they may keep the female calves to raise them to become a mother cow. But in case they have enough now, no more resources to increase the herb. I mean, no more resources to increase the number of mother cows. So we just keep this for several months before sending for making meat. And now in this source, we also have steer, bullock. Steer bullocks are the males castrated, grow to meat weight of about 40 kilograms, something like that. These are actually male steer bullocks là con bò đực đó. The males bullock steer, but they have been castrated when they are still young. This like to have them grow without the need of looking for female friends, something like that. So that will just eat, that will just enjoy life and grow and give all priority into making the body, making meat. In this group, we may have also we call it dual purpose breed. Breed là giống. Okay, breed is under species. Okay, species là loài. Species we have like cow, buffalo, horses. But under cow we have a number of different breeds. There's some breeds called dual purpose because these are intended to make both milk and meat together, which means that these cows are suitable for giving milk if they are female, but if they are male, they also grow quite fast. They also yield in good amount of meat. Okay, this is not the same with in previous slide. I go back a bit. Okay, because these breed are only suitable for making milk. Should the male calf, of course, if you keep them, they will grow, but the body figure or the amount of meat that we obtain is not high enough or it's not economical to raise them further. But in this case, this breed is suitable for both function. There are also other breeds as well. Now the second source of meat for human is pig. Pig là con heo, con lợn. There are also different breeds of pig. Like we have bacon pig. This breed has like long back, so the bodies are suitable to be converted into bacon. Và thịt muối đó, like converted economically. Another breed is heavy hog or continental breed or boars. Boars are the real male. The real male pigs are raised for actually the main purpose of this breed is not for making meat but for fertility. Means that just to raise them at male pigs to give germ to inseminate female pig to give baby pigs which are called piggy. And normally the meat of the boars has a taint. Taint means actually bad smell, and that is called boar taint. This is from the smell of the sex hormone of these boars. This figure show the configuration of bodies of a number of pig breeds. So you can see here the breeds have good hams here, right? A nice ham which can be transferred to ham, very popular meat products. And then these have long bodies and they will be suitable for making bacon as we already said in previous slide. Now the third source of meat for human is from sheep. There are also different breeds as well. In the real male sheep, we may have another taint which is called ram taint. If the male sheep living a long time enough beyond puberty, then and they work a while with what we need them to work, then they have this ram taint. When these animals are at very young age, they look quite nice, but depend on the feed they eat, the activities that they have through life, that when they grow up, the body shapes can change somehow. Now we have the four source of meat for human. Poultry is a common group, common name, but within this group we have chicken. There are different chickens. And here we have, for example, we have hens. Hens là con gà mái. Hens after carriers of egg production. These hens are raised, are farmed for egg production. And then when the hens are old, they cannot give eggs often anymore. So then they also will be sent to slaughterhouse for making meat. This is so-called spent hens, about 18 months old, and the body is kind of thin and thick skin, tough skin, also very hard bones and things like that. They are normally cheap, okay, and this is good so for manufacturing into certain product. And within the chicken group, you also have broiler. Broilers are suitable for grilling. For example, in USA, then the broiler can be the chicken that has a body up to about 1.5 kilogram dress weight. Dress weight means after removing the further, clean up the intestines and so on, remove the legs and the head, everything is cleaned because dress weight. In other countries, like in UK, okay, this broiler can be up to much higher dress weight, 3 to 4 kilogram, and then the age is around, you see, 1.5 months to 2.5 months. So the life of the broiler are very short. Nowadays, it's even short. 6 weeks for this much, 1.5 kilogram, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. Here, span hand is around 18 months, much longer. And we also have hen, that hen from we call it broiler breeder hens. These hens are actually also for making eggs, but these eggs are aimed for hatching into broiler, not eggs for eggs consumption, but eggs for hatching into chicken, okay, into broilers. And of course, these hens are also quite old, and then they are cheap as well. Now we have how many again? Now we go to the feed. Turkey. The turkey has the higher dress weight. The carcass may range. When we call carcasses, means that the body of the animal which has been cleaned up, remove all the part that normally we do not eat, like remove the head, the legs, remove the intestine, something like that. We call carcasses. Carcasses of turkey can range at the higher dress weight to the 3 or even above 10 kilogram. In Vietnam, we don't have tradition of eating turkey meat, but in European countries, America, for example, they have a tradition that during the Easter holiday, each family would have a roasted turkey, and the whole family will sit together, will share this food, and of course, we'll talk about families, giving thanks to God, to all people, and so on. And of course, not only during that occasion only, but they can eat time to time. But especially during Easter holiday, then very often that they will have one roasted in their family. Okay, meat can also be from other species of animal as well, like horse, hippopotamus, kangaroo, buffalo, crocodile, and so on. These and other species may be of interest for pet foods depending on the availability and price. So depending on country to country, region to region, people may have meat from other species like what we already mentioned, horse, hippopotamus, kangaroo, buffalo, crocodile, like kangaroo in Australia, like buffalo in many Asian countries. In Vietnam and in some other country, people also may eat crocodile meat as well. And in some Asian country, that people now talk a lot about dog meat. This is not a real industry, but people do not send dogs to slaughterhouse, so it's not categorized as official source of meat for human. But of course, in many countries, people still eat